Kato from the Open University of Japan. First of all, I'd like to thank Fumita for her perfect arrangement of this conference. And I am very honored to be here and happy to have a great opportunity to deliver my presentation here. This is the content of my talk today. Before getting into the subject, let me introduce my university very briefly. And firstly, I'd like to talk about the emergent division of labor, which is an aspect of human collaboration. I would like to claim that it is very important in terms of education. Therefore, supporting the emergent division of labor can be a principle for designing collaborative learning. And then, as an example, collaborative learning too, I will demonstrate KneadingBoard, which is a collaboration tool for drawing the concepts together, and Provo as well, which is a group for project-based learning. In conclusion, I will summarize my talk. So, I'm from the Open University of Japan. OUJ is located in the east part of Tokyo metropolitan area. This picture shows a headquarters building, and you can find a big red and white antenna on the top of the building. We have this makes a very unique appearance of the building. The antenna is for broadcasting. I'll mention it later. OUJ was founded by government, Japanese government, but is nominally a special private university defined by law. Such a trick has a reason. During the World War II, the government made use of broadcasting wave for propaganda to whip up war sentiment. Therefore, after the war, Japanese government was prohibited to own a broadcasting station by law. Therefore, OUJ is nominally a private university, but virtually a national university. We are a distance education institution that provides educational programs mainly through television and radio. The number of students are more than 80,000. The biggest traditional university of Japan bears 74,000 students. So OUJ is the biggest accredited university in Japan. OUJ has unique characteristics compared to other open universities. First point is student age distribution. Look at this age distribution. Approximately 1/3 of students are more than 50 years old. Most of them are retired and belonging to middle or upper class in society. They prefer liberal arts rather than specialized subjects, only for satisfying intellectual interests. As you may know, Japan is well on the way to an aging society. That is why OUJ is assumed to be a central lifelong learning institution. Second point is learning media we utilize. Our OUJ's education is hybrid style. I mean, it's a complex of distance education and face-to-face schooling. Joining schooling at local study center is compulsory. We have both TV and radio wave. More than 300 subjects are delivered by broadcasting in a year. However, even for broadcasting lecture, students must have term and exam at local study center at designated time. Therefore, local study center play an important role in OUJ. For that purpose, we have 50 study centers nationwide in every prefecture. This is a map of Japan, and as this map shown, the local study centers are distributed all over Japan. Every prefecture has at least one center where schooling, term end exam, open lectures, and social activities are conducted. As for learning media, we deliver video lecture and audio lecture by broadcasting. Since the TV web is not scrambled and the daily program is listed on the major newspaper, everyone is welcome to watch them for free. If you visit Japan, you can enjoy our program on TV at hotel. As long as you don't need an official credit, enrollment is not necessary. If you want a textbook, it is available at big bookstore. That is, all our education is quite open. We offer video streaming of the lecture on the web as well. This service is limited only for official students. However, because of the copyright problem, some video lectures cannot be put on the web. OJ has not officially adopted e-learning yet. Video streaming is not managed by LMS. E-learning courses are offered only for official students as a service, with no support and no credit. This service is just like checking out a book in a library. There is a reason that we do so. As I said, OUJ is a special university defined by law. Consequently, we become one and only university in Japan which has concession of broadcasting rate. This is our pride. But the law restricts our activity as well. By law, the method of distance education is restricted to broadcast and CATV. So e-learning courses provided solely by internet may probably conflict with the law. Under the strict interpretation of the law, all the courses must be completed only by broadcasting and textbooks. E-learning should be nothing more than a supplemental service. The law makes us the whole bad situation. Broadcasting is our fetter as well as shelter at the same time. Of course, we are worried that the way is going out of date. Although I think it is already a time to change the law, but because of some political reasons, it's not very easy to go right now. Okay, so far I have introduced the Open University of Japan and its challenge. Now let's get into the main topic. Main topic of my talk today is embedded in the name of our university. That is open. What does it mean? I would like to discuss the concept of open in different contexts. In the context of OUJ, open includes two meanings. One is open to public. We have no entrance examination, so gate of the university is quite open to public. Another is open educational resource. As I said, everyone can learn with broadcasting programs without any charge. And its textbooks are available at bookstore. In addition, we are an active member of Japan OCW. OCW means Open Courseware, started by Emergent. We publish some Open Courseware contents of Creative Commons license accessible on the web. In this context, open means that everyone can access the object for free without any restriction. Probably this is the most prevailing understanding of open. But is that all? How about in other contexts? Here, yes. I want to claim that the open involves much more richer in the context of social interactions. It was found in the concept of open tool, which Edwin Hutchins described in his representative paper, the technology of team navigation. Open tool is such a kind of tools that others can easily observe the interactions between the tool and the user. Consequently, watching someone work with the tool is much more revealing of what is done to perform the task. He showed in his paper that open tool is helpful in finding errors in practice and remedying them. Moreover, open tool is important in terms of education because in his words, the design of tools can affect their suitability for joint use or for demonstration, and thereby constrain possibilities for knowledge acquisition. Therefore, the openness of a tool can also affect its use as an instrument in instruction. In this context, open means something more than free access to an object. In order to discuss what open means in interaction, let us do a thought experiment to make clear what is the condition that one can say in lexical expression. In lexical expression means linguistic expression whose reference puts in linguistic expression whose reference shifts from context to context. Typical ones are I, he, here, and now, and so on. Truth is that every natural language expression is more or less lexical. Although lexical expression makes meaning ambiguous, it makes communication very economical and smooth. From ethnomethodological point of view, social order is achieved through relevant use of lexical expressions. Consequently, use of lexical expression is necessary for successful collaboration. So, as long as we share the same space like this figure, we can use lexical expression such as this or that in a natural way. However, what if they are in distant locations? Imagine that they are in a distant room. What is required for them to say in lexical expression? So, he's Jim and she's Anne, and the situation is like this. Jim and Anne were in separate rooms, and there is a monitor only in Anne's room. And here Anne wants to begin a talk with Jim about what is displayed on the monitor. At first, you will agree with that they need to see the same object like this. Is that enough? No. Because Jim might think that, what does that mean? I don't know. And Anne might think that he may not know what on the screen is that. So Anne cannot say that. So now that we know that they need another monitor in Jim's room to show what Anne is pointing. A new monitor, this one, which shows an action of pointing, is placed in Jin's room. Now, Jin can watch her pointing action along with the object that sees pointing. So, is it perfect now? I am afraid now. Because Jin might think, now that she doesn't recognize if I am watching her pointing must not be addressed to me. And I might think that Jin might think so also. I don't know how I should conduct my pointing action unless I see him. So, therefore, I need another monitor for Anne to show Jin's orientation. Okay, finish? No. Yeah, right. Jin is still complaining that he doesn't know if Anne is watching that he is watching her pointing. So her pointing must not be addressed to him. And I think he might think so too. So, a new monitor, I tired for Jin to watch how Anne is watching Jin's watching action is ready for now. Is this final? No? But anyway, let's stop it here. As you may notice, this process is endless. Okay, let's wrap up what this thought experiment taught us. First, in theory, infinite number of monitors are required in advance in order to say that. Also, it reveals that we are not just watching an object, but doing watching with making watching action observable to others. In this sense, watching is a social action. In short, it becomes clear that interactions are intrinsically reflexive. However, to be honest, I should admit that the thought experiment is not realistic in some aspect. In reality, we don't think so considerably like that. We carelessly say that first, and then we try to negotiate. The meaning interactively. Secondly, I assume that one monitor transmits only one status, but it's not the case. A real monitor can convey various status at once, so infinite number is exaggerated. So, however, it is true that spatial disposition of communication resources affects the communicability. So the number of necessary monitors depends on the arrangement of devices. On this track, we had an experiment in our earlier study in which how spatial disposition of communication resources such as cameras and monitors affect their communication. We presented the research at CSCL 97. This figure shows a typical disposition of communicative resources of video conference system. There are a video camera here, and instructor's face monitor, and shared workplace. All communicative resources are set in front of the learner. This formation is just like a face-to-face conversation with the instructor. So we call it as a face-to-face metaphor. In contrast, this shows a different body arrangement. An instructor is scaffolding the learner, working together, and helping him from behind. The difference is instructor's positioning. The instructor's face and eyes are positioned in back of the learner. We refer to this formation as body metaphor. The point of the body metaphor is that the instructor can watch the learners looking at the pointing. and that the monitors are apart enough to make the learner's orientation clear. From our methodological analysis, we found that even more important than the face-to-face view is to make it available for the instructor to see that the learners are looking at what the instructor is pointing at, like a body metaphor formation. So, now we are ready to define the concept of emergent division of labor. Emergent division of labor is commonly found in a collaboration of everyday life and is necessary for smooth cooperation. When we are engaged in an everyday activity, we usually share tasks with each other. In that process, it is often the case that we make rules of division of labor, such as I do this and you do that. The rule for division of labor usually fixed, clear, and stable. The boundary of the division of labor is very stable in this case. However, actual practice never goes like that. For example, Hutchins described the procedure of the navigation of marine vessels in his paper. He described it in this way. Most of the time, there are small problems being encountered and solved, small errors being committed and corrected, and little bit of interaction structure being broken and repaired. In this more unusual condition, the nominal division of labor is routinely violated. As he said, actual boundaries of division of labor is not linked at all, but contingent and intrusive. They mutually help each other across the boundary of division of labor, occasionally even needed, sometimes unconsciously. So what's enabling such division of labor is their mutual and constant monitoring of each other. Therefore, I would like to say note that the awareness of their neighbors' task extend across the nominal boundary of the division of labor. So this is the boundary of task awareness. So let's enumerate some findings on nature of division of labor from ethnography of practice. It was found that division of labor is organized interactively and contingently. And the boundary of the division of labor is dynamic. And they often cross the boundary to make their cooperation smooth and effective. They are always aware of mutual state of tasks in order to coordinate their tasks. The division of labor can be reorganized as the occasion demands. These findings suggest that division of labor is more or less ad-lib and ad hoc. In this sense, I refer to these characteristics as emergent. From those findings, I define the qualification of the emergent division of labor in this way. First, emergence of division of labor. One can interactively negotiate the boundary of the division of labor by taking into account what others are doing in their own territory of division of labor. Second, maintenance of division of labor. One can keep coordinating the division of labor with others through one's continuous monitoring of other state of tasks. Since the stability is accomplished through constant negotiation in ever-changing situations, maintenance involves dynamic and aggressive action. Third, reorganization of division of labor. Based on the mutual monitoring, one can flexibly reorganize the division of labor as needed. So, I want to claim that supporting emergent division of labor is important in order to make collaborative learning fruitful. Although it arises from the necessity of carrying out cultural practice in harmony with others, it is not merely essential for smooth collaboration, but also significant for learning cultural practices. Because when people are coordinating their division of labor, they are naturally conducting educational acts, such as instructing, coaching, assisting, demonstrating, modeling, supervising, and coaching. That is scaffolding. Therefore, emergent division of labor can be a rich source of learning opportunities. This is why I think that supporting emergent division of labor can be a helpful design principle for collaborative learning. Then, what is necessary condition to support emergent division of labor? From my early research on interaction analysis of collaborative learning, I got a suggestion that emergent division of labor requires the following conditions. First, an actor has to be aware of what is happening in the peripheral area of his division of labor. This is because the actor may occasionally need to assist others when they are in trouble, since the trouble might adversely affect his own task. Second, other actors that are in the peripheral area of an actor's division of labor should be aware of what the actor is doing in this area. In addition, the actor has to be aware that the other actor knows what he is doing in this area. If this is not in the case, when another actor suddenly breaks in his task to assist him, he may not recognize the break-in as assistance, but as interference, so that even considered assistance may ironically trigger a new confusion. And third, skills and knowledge required to perform the task should overlap in the intersection area of division of labor. Emergent division of labor is possible only when members have a potential to perform the task. Okay, since this idea might be so complicated, let me paraphrase it using an illustration. Suppose that Anne and Jim are working together. First, during the activity, Jim has to know what kind of task Anne is doing. Second, Jim has to be aware of that Anne knows what Jim is doing. Third, the task to be shared should be able to collaboratively performed by Anne and Jim. In short, if I state the design principle in a simple word, I will say that make every collaboration and make every collaborator think, I know that you are seeing what I'm doing. Okay, it's too early. Let me show you the demonstration. Now let's move on to our case of CSCL design in terms of supporting emergent division of labor. Here, I want to show you a KneadingBoard system. We named it after kneading board in a kitchen for kneading dough, which serves as an analogy for a board from which ideas are produced. The purpose is to help cross-pollination and the wrap-up of ideas for a small group of learners. The target is from elementary education to higher education. It is mainly intended to support real-time collaboration in a face-to-face situation, but can also be applied in asynchronous and distance collaboration, since a shared workspace is always available on the KneadingBoard server. Distant user can log in to the server at any time. This is a screen of KneadingBoard. These bigger windows are worksheets, and this small window here is the thumbnail of this workspace. You can switch worksheets by clicking on it. And the main function of KneadingBoard is to draw a concept map comprising nodes and arcs, which can be labeled if needed. Every operation of the object is instantly shared with each other, so that they can work together on the same worksheet in real time. In addition to the operation, mass movement is also shared instantly with each other. This red cursor, red mouse pointer, this is my main operator's mouse pointer, and these two mouse pointers, and on which user's name or tag is other's mouse pointer. Other's mouse pointer will move around together with the action. This plural mouse pointer also appears on the thumbnail of the window. So the mouse pointer appears also on this thumbnail. So this this communicates only with HTTP protocol, which means that we don't have to care about the firewall of your network. And since it is written in pure Java, it works in almost all operating systems, such as Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. I'm going to show you a very short 30 minutes, 30-second demonstration. Here, moving around 3 mouse pointers here, and this is mine, and these are my colleagues' pointers. They are making the concept map together with conversation. And thumbnail is here. And you will find a user's name who is logging me here. So you get the idea? So let's check this system from the viewpoint of the emergent division level. In order to provide awareness of others tasks in progress, the following functions are provided. First, by instant sharing of operation on the worksheet, the users can share the idea of what is going on here. And second, by instant sharing of others' mouse pointers attached to the main tag, users can recognize who is working on the same worksheet. And from the pointer's movement, users can know what tasks others are working on. And from mouse pointers on the thumbnail of worksheet, users can recognize who is working on which worksheet and how others' work is progressing. And last, and the login user list. From login user list, users can recognize whether or not a certain member is at work. All these functions will contribute to give awareness of others. Further, let's see the awareness on others' awareness of the state of my task in progress. When I move the mouse pointer, Others can respond verbally or physically. Physically response means that you can move your mouse pointer synchronized with others' action. For example, first-time user spontaneously start to create pointer chases. Such a sequence of cooperative action endorses mutual awareness. For another example, an experienced user utilizes his mouse pointer for pointing out something from the screen to others in conversation. That is, social meaning is given to a mouse pointer. From this point of view, we found the importance of movement of the pointer. Therefore, we implemented in between of the mouse pointers to achieve smooth movement of the pointer. Then I will show you next example. The next is Probo, which is an asynchronous group where specialized for project-based learning in higher education. You can share tasks, schedules, comments, and files with other members, working on not only the same project but also other projects. This tool is necessary, especially when learners want to work on the project activity for their own convenience. We designed the system so that the state of division level is visualized. In specific, structured tasks to do, progress of shared tasks, and project schedule can be shared with group members. In addition, you can share information with file sharing tools and communication tools. Probo is able to visualize what tasks the learning should undertake and who is responsible. This is a snapshot of the task view. This interface is designed so that learners can be aware of the state of division level in their project. Tasks are classified by progress. These columns are tasks completed, and these are tasks in progress, and these are tasks not yet started. And shared files pertaining to the task. And these are members. And next screen shows the structure of tasks. And this tree diagram represents the whole structure of the project. This gives an idea of how the project is organized from the director's point of view. And learners can also share the schedule for each task. When the deadlines are approaching, the corresponding task is displayed with a red sign for alert. The progress and the alert indicator are designed to promote learners to explore effective learning strategies with individual effort, to cross boundaries of the individual level, and to reorganize the task. Since this system is for asynchronous use, it is difficult to give awareness of other tasks. Like this way. KneadingBoard does so different from KneadingBoard. In asynchronous situation, it is difficult to give awareness of others. However, we are trying to give it in other form. These are gadgets provided in Probo for giving awareness of others tasks to invoke social interactions between learners. These are ranking activities of others' project. These are attention-grabbing project ranking or frequent-roving project ranking, and recent action by other project members. These are recent actions by the project members. And this shows the recent comments by project members. This calls to attention to others' activity and reflectively remind me others' attention to my own activity. In addition to that, we have cellular phone access to global. All functions except for file sharing is available on cellular. This is for enabling to track the current progress of tasks in the project. Its unique feature is an animated top screen summarizing progress of the whole project. This is for providing constant awareness on group activity. So this is an enlarged screen on cellular phone. This figure shows the state of progress. These are participants, these are members of the project, and these boxes shows tasks. And boxes held by a person represent a task in progress. And these tasks are completed tasks. And the color of the box indicates the time by deadline. And the background color, this background color shows the activeness of the member. So yeah, you can recognize at a glance that how the project is going. Okay, that's it for the example. Oh, it's too early. So in conclusion, let me summarize my talk. First, I claim the significance of emergent division labor in collaborative learning. Hence, supporting emergent division labor can be a design principle for collaborative learning system. So, as an example of CSU design in terms of division labor, I showed KneadingBoard system and global system. KneadingBoard is a real-time collaboration, and global is for asynchronous support for project-based learning. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for your kind attention.